just about ready to get started. I need to get this done by today, man. I don't need to, but I would like to. That was my schedule. And I was supposed to stream the last 2 days. But I didn't. Alright. Alright, we're good to go. Here's a little fuck jacked up, but let's do this. Morning. How y'all doing? I'm doing just great. So we're gonna get as much of this done as we can today. And no, it's supposed to be on the last couple of days. Thanks, Todd. Thanks, Brent. We're gonna get as much done on this as we can. It's pretty good. There's still a lot that we need done. Fixed, slow and slow outs. What else is there? What we need to get done. Get it done. We're gonna get this done today. If it kills me. I ain't got anything else going on. As far as I know. I don't know, do I got anything going on? I don't even know anymore. I put too many cookies in one pot. Anyway. Recap, like I'm gonna be doing it at the beginning of every video. I was watching a video. We're doing an animation challenge. It's due by the end of the month. It's due by the end of the month. It's done by the Animation Challenge Facebook group. We actually have a lot more postings going on, but it's going to be critiqued by Jason Shum? Don't know how to pronounce it. He is an animator for League of Legends at Riot Games. Hey Ma. They actually added in more entries. I was taking a look at that one because they were using the same rig. So last time we actually looked and I critiqued a bit of let's try not to be a jerk about it, but that was last month's Spider-Man. Did that one. This is a new one. It's not so much an emote, but it's cute, and the texturing is done really well. The texturing lighting is done really well. Camera could have used a little bit of work, but not too bad. Last month. Hey, what's going on? This one, it's not bad, but the animation's too smooth. Like, it's too even. Sorry, that's what I mean. It's too even, almost mechanical. But overall, it's not bad. And that's what we're doing right now. These are what other people are posting. for this competition. This one was really cool. I really like this one a lot. I have like almost no problems with this emote. This one isn't bad. It's not bad. I feel like it could have used a little bit more, I guess. But it's not bad at all. The animation's pretty good. This one's funny. So this one, I read it before. This one's supposed to be like a Toy Story inspired. Anim Challange group, right up here. Can't see. It's right here. Anim Challange group. And you can find it on Facebook. You can comment. You can like on what people like. But this one's funny. This is from Toy Story. Alright, like a Toy Story. It's supposed to be a toy and freezes when when a human enters the room. Not bad. I don't know what the only thing that the animation's really good. The idea's good. I don't know what exactly he's doing before he freezes. Might not have been needed. It's just a little confusing. Like he's laughing, but why is he laughing, sort of thing, and then he's surprised. He's looking around, laughing. I don't understand why he's laughing, but that's just a little thing. This one's pretty cool. It's a cool little pixel one. That one's pretty cool. I like that a lot. There was a, you know, I'm gonna show it from last month. See if I can pull it up. There's a really cool pixel one of the Spider-Man, and it was there. Here it is. This one's so cool. Boom. Like I like how they used the foreground as part of the stage. That was awesome. But that one I had no problems with at all. That one was perfect. This one's really good. I don't think I saw this one. Oh yeah, it's just a little bit quick. It's nice, easy, it's simple. Good though. This one is absolutely phenomenal so far. I had no problems with it. Very, very well done. This is like a true emote. The only thing is I don't know why she does a little hair flip, but I mean, I don't know. I guess it's part of it. That's just me. That's just me being very, very nitpicky because I think this one's perfect. But yeah, I was slowing it down trying to see how they did their timing. Like, yeah, see how they got the smear there? Smear on the box. We're gonna be doing that with a knife, but not today. That's gonna be on Tuesday if we finish this. If we don't finish it, we'll finish it Thursday, and then we're gonna be putting the smears on Thursday. We'll be doing the smears Thursday and After Effects stuff, and then it should be done by Thursday, which is the 26th, and hopefully we'll be uploading it by next Thursday. That's the new goal, because I was lazy. But perfect.
The dreams.
Very good overlapping with the hands and the leg. Nothing's moving nothing's moving, starting or stopping at the same time. Very good. I just think this was good, and they use the same rig, so seeing what you could do with the rig. And you can notice the small detail when she lifts up the leg. You can see the thigh pop a little bit, in a good way. Yeah, it's just like jiggles just like ever so slightly. That it gives it just the right amount of realism. I think this one's really good. I think this one might win so far. That's why we gotta make ours better. So, this is. Oh, sorry. This is what we got so far. We got a few timing things we gotta fix. Overall, it's not bad though. I'm actually very happy with it. But here we go. We definitely gotta fix the knife too. I forgot about that. Yeah. After seeing it, after not working out for 2 days, I'm glad I got new fresh eyes, you know. So, the knife we definitely gotta fix. Actually, I got the list of the things we gotta fix because I made it last time. Clean up the knife. That's gonna be the last thing we do because it's a secondary object. Body, fix offsetting facial expression, and we gotta do facial expressions. So that's gonna be fun. No, it's not. Yeah, this will be fun. And now I'm officially out of coffee. I'm gonna have to go to Dunkin' Donuts because I don't want to go to the food store today. Lauren will get mad. I really want her to like lean forward more as it comes down. How? Why are you getting offset? Starts right there. I know. I really wanted to capture like the Arya thing, how like she does like her cool little like knife catches. That's what I wanted to do with this, and what is going on right there? What happened with this hand? Things are off key, just slightly. So the reason why you didn't notice it before, you might not have noticed it before, was that I didn't change up the timing of it, where she caught it at the same time as she threw it, and I needed to offset it. Her arm is very snappy though, and I'm not having that, so we're gonna put some frame. Trying to figure out where it snaps. There. Don't mind you being tuned with it. Crazy, right? I'm gonna adjust the timing. She's gonna catch it at the same time, and that knife has to come down a lot quicker anyway. So we may not get those extra frames of the knife. It might just be from here to like there and there. We might do that because then we'll skip this frame to this frame. Start up there. She like stops right here. Why do I have these extra frames? I don't even need that. Didn't even need it. We're gonna fix that. It looks really weird. The knife, the hand just looks like it stays in place and very level and mechanical. As soon as it hits there, like, it has no energy, no nothing. Why does the hand come unraveled? This shouldn't be. Oh, that's why. Alright. Not a big deal. We'll do it. That's gonna get fixed. I think. And I'm not wearing a hat. I don't really stick my pencils up in my hat. That's fun. I'm gonna need to watch this a few times. See what we gotta do. Oh yeah. Oh, my hair. I just got a haircut like 2 weeks ago. I just didn't do anything with it today. Un momento, por favor. You know what? I think her hand moving forward is too slow after she can. I don't mind that right there, but after that, it's got to move quicker. What is going on? Did I not, like, move this? What's happening on anything else? Right there. Here, what is going on right here? All of this. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna shake it though. Make it like a Polaroid. Thanks. I don't know what it did though. Hey, thank you for the like. What is going on with that hand? It's so mechanical. It's so weird. I don't like it. We're gonna go back and fix it later though. Not gonna do that right now. What was I doing? Oh yeah, moving this knife forward. Better. But I need to move forward first. Move it up. Whoa, too much. 2 frames? Let's see how 2 frames. Too fast. 1 frame should probably do it. Alright, well, it moving forward's better. This could be slowed down. Not bad. Comes a little bit too much for my taste, but we're gonna fix the knife now. I know I said I'd do it wait till the end, but I kind of need to do it on this first stuff to make sure everything. Do I still have the locator? I do. Do I still have visual? Awesome. Awesome. This is gonna be a whole lot of oodles and noodles of fun to unravel. Good thing we're doing it now. There's 2 ways we can do this. One way is gonna suck, but B, I don't know. I don't know what the benefit of it is gonna be, but I want to do it more by hand. And it's gonna start to chug. So obviously the purple line is where it's going to be, and the pink line is where it is, or what it's done. So we kind of want to smooth it out a little bit, keep it round. Some parts you get jagged things, like right there it gets a little jagged. Yeah, so I made a locator. I made a child to the knife, and I made a motion trail, and it's the motion trail from the tip of the knife. The reason why I'm doing that is because I'm trying to keep track of where the eye likes to go for the audience. So, and I want it to be between the hand and the tip of the knife. So when you watch this, your eyes are gonna dart the audience is going to be mainly looking at the knife in the hand first, and that's what I want. But I want to make sure it's nice and fluid, for lack of better words. So you're going to be noticing, so the three things you're noticing is the knife tip, the wrist and hand, and then the elbow is third, and then the rest of her body is the fourth. I'm trying to keep track of that, and when I look at it, that's what I'm trying to visualize. But as you can see, the knife is very jittery and not as fluid as motioning with the hand. We're gonna fix that right now with using those motion trails, because you could see the motion trail and where it's going from, and where it's going to, and where it's coming from. It just makes it easier. And I was gonna say something else. I totally blanked. I forget what I was gonna say, but it was kind of important. The other, so we could do this either by hand, just animating by hand, fixing, because we pretty much have all the keys there, and it might just be easy to do that. Or we could do the constraint method, which would create a bunch of locators, a bunch of constraints. The only thing that's worrying me about that is when she goes to throw it, because she throws it twice. She throws it right there, does a little flip and catches it, and then she throws it again, and we won't need it after that. And that's what worries me, because I'm not sure how it's going to work after that. But when it's in her hand and it's flipping around, that'll be no problem at all. And you can literally we could literally grab this locator and be able to control the motion trail, and it'll be easier that way. And that's why I want to do it. But overall, it's not bad if we were to do it by hand, because a lot of it is done. There's no gimbal lock, which thank God there's no gimbal lock. Thank God about this rig. The one thing I like about this rig is I have not encountered any gimbal lock, and if I did, it was very minor and it was easy to fix. It was great. This rig is great. It's probably one of my more favorite rigs. And it's free too. I didn't have to pay money for it. I've paid for probably about like 3 rigs. All by not CG Tron. Who's the other guy? Kale Figgins. Kale? I don't know how to pronounce. I'm very bad at pronouncing things. If somebody else doesn't pronounce it first. I almost feel like we see the back of the knife too long before she throws it. The back, like that. So that is one thing I was thinking of. I kind of wanted to show it a little bit, but I guess if it's too long, we can just shorten the time it comes out. It's not a big deal. Actually, yeah, it was moving pretty even too anyway, but if we just shorten it. Come on, why are you chugging? I think it's because I got the motion trail. The motion trail's like always. So I shortened the time on it. I want to show it just a little bit, just to give the viewer like a hey, what's that? Like a hey, what's that sort of thing. Oh, that's a knife. She's throwing it, sort of thing. So that's why I showed it a little bit for me. Like the little mechanical, we'll fix that. It's not that won't be too hard to fix. That is one thing I wanted to do. I wanted to see if we can get a back pose first, or like a down, like an anticipation pose. I'm using for anticipation, but like a charging pose. Like she's gonna like a cocking back pose, and then throw. So I want to get that in there too. Let's see. Starts too slow. It might be the angle though, but okay. Oh, they're down in. Oh, okay. Have fun. Tell them I said hi. We got so much offsetting we gotta do. So much. We're gonna finish this today if it kills me. Animation part, not the visual effects, not the smearing. Oh, a few timing issues. I know. Don't worry. Bye. Love you. Oh, yeah, we're fixing the knife. That's what we're... Okay. Turn off just for a second. Pay attention to just the knife. See where there's problems. $30 to like $5 gets real. I'll say 50. 30 to 30. 20 whole frames we're gonna have to do by hand. Oh no. It's actually not bad. We're gonna give it a little more height. And obviously a better spin, because I don't know any knife that spins like that. But might just need minor adjustments. Might not need like a whole new spin. So sweet, sweet, very nice, very nice. All right. Let's fix that knife. Alright, well, there's gonna be a smear at frame 5. Smear 5. Should clean that up. Because it's not like 100% wrong, it's just a very, very slight thing, so. So just it's the motion trail, that's why it's making it chug. Should begin. If we get that smear in there, it'll probably completely fix it. Yeah. Smear will be fine. That one's weird. Because it does need to retain its speed. Slows some parts, so I can't. No. Here should be good. Alright, that should have fixed a lot of it. Let's see. Oh, locator off. We're gonna add in a temporary smear. Because I just want to see if it's gonna fix it or not. We're gonna need 2. Actually. Hey, thank you for the follow. It's gonna speed up really quick right here, and then it's gonna slow down, giving us the speed. Should do it. Come on. It's because the knife is getting hit. That moves pretty quick. We are gonna put in that freaking smear that I talked about. That's why. That's why. That little damn V check. So we're not gonna. We're gonna show the complete flat of the blade though. That might cost a lot. So. Go! Go, 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 go. Go. Yeah, okay, it fixed a lot. I mean, the blade going behind the hand really throws a few things off, but it needs that speed. So we're gonna now put in the smear. We're now gonna put in the smear and see what it does. We're gonna do it the cheap way to do it. We're gonna do it the right way. Here is the lattice. Yeah, there's good. Almost at. Just need a few more points. Oh, okay. I almost did it wrong. Whoa, did I do? Oh no. No, 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 no. Harley! Enough! I mean, it works. Whatever. That should work. Nope, need more. One moment. She is such a yappy, loud little dog. Alright. Oh, doing the wrong thing. This isn't gonna be my official smear. I just want to see what's going on. Sweet. Yeah. Alright, let's check out the first temporary smear. Wow, it if we add in the others, it's totally gonna fix it, but I'm gonna need to make this smear a hell of a lot better. Not in that shape, definitely more, since the tip of the sword is obviously moving faster, we're gonna need to make it more like over this way. It's a little bit off, but it's gonna look a little janky right now, but I'm not too worried. I just want to see it as an actual test. Actually looked better before. If we add in the others, though, it's definitely gonna look a hell of a lot better. We're just gonna remove it. Alright, well, let's see if we can fix it. It lost its speed though. You can't have it dip. It sucks. Better. A lot better. Yeesh. I want a longer hold and bend, and then throw the knife. I need some water. I'm thirsty. Oh man. Oh. We gotta keep pushing. Gotta keep pushing. Emote. Let's check it. There we go. I'm liking it. That's much better knife movement. Much better. Blend smears though. But now I know how to do the smears as well, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We're gonna get the smears in there. We're gonna get them in there, nice and deep like Morty. We're gonna fix this rotation. Actually, we need both. Oh, this is gonna suck. Suck. Nicola. It's gonna suck. You hear me? Ugh. Okay, okay. This works. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. I could just bake it. Should be fun. Or I could just one step it. One stepping it. Yeah, I mean there is only one. Stupid motion trails. You're not bad. That's it. I just saw what will fix something that's really bothering me. That should. Sweet. Very nice. I think that just fixed a whole lot of things for me. It might be looking a little jerky, but no. Oh wow, that I just fixed a lot of things. Not completely happy with that knife throw that I just made, but I think it just needs one rotation. We'll be fine. And an oh, black. Haven't we just delete? That's weird. Ah, finally, we hit something really stupid. This is gonna suck. Considering all the work we just did. This is going to suck. Well, we're gonna fix a lot of it. It's not that big. Yeah. Oh, I don't even need that keyframe. Doi. That keyframe messed me up. What's up? What's up, all you party people? I think y'all ever have any questions, please let. Or critiques. You can give me critiques too. I'll take critiques. Critiques, not being an ass and telling me it sucks. I already know it sucks. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Oh. It does a little too much of a quick spin. To me. I need some water. I'm like dying of thirst right now. I don't know about y'all. I am one thirsty boy. There's so much. There's so much. We're like whittling it away, though. We're whittling it away. Like it's coming together. It's all coming together. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Um, it sorry, excuse me. It's just I'm like afraid to touch some of the timing stuff at the end. The knife flipping, I'm like 90% okay with. Like 89, 85% okay with. Give it an 85. At the beginning section. So there's that. I'm okay with the catch now. Her catching it, I'm pretty okay with. I am not. What I'm not okay with is this part right here. I don't think it's enough. It's not enough. Like, hey, phoom. I did fix it with the arm though. The arm height, I think, fixed it a little bit, but definitely not enough. Like, I really want better forward, but the last time I did it, it didn't work out right. It did not work out right. I also have to go to the bathroom really bad too, along with being a thirsty boy. I feel like I haven't even been doing this for that long, but I did drink a bunch of coffee today, and I finished my coffee, and I'm very upset about that. Is it like an adult thing or an art thing? Like, people just freaking love coffee? Oh, excuse me. I need to take a phone call real quick. That's my... Alright. Excuse me. Sorry about that. What if... I doubt this will work, but... what if all I need is a little shoulder tug? I doubt that's gonna fix what I intended, but it might fix that elbow. Yeah, did not. If anything, it made it worse. Oh, think, Eric, how could we fix this? How? How? I thought of how to fix this. Sorry. This section. Figured out how to fix that in my head. This section. Yeah, we still need to play with the knife and the timing on that. Because that's clearly not right. It's fine. It does its job for now. More importantly, we need to fix her. What if we delay it? Will delaying it fix it? Dropping. Keyframe. This is gonna take a lot of whittling. Get this just right. I honestly think we just need a few more frames. So, I don't want to do that, but we're gonna do it because I said so, and I honestly can't think of a better. We're gonna go to the bathroom first. I'm gonna take a quick, very quick bathroom break. Very quick bathroom break. Get some water because I'm thirsty. Oh, like maybe a few extra frames are gonna fix it. You know what? We're gonna try it first before we go to the bathroom. We're gonna give an extra cushion of 5 frames. I don't even think I'm gonna use all 5 frames, but we're gonna do it. Oh, poor Bruce. He needs to go outside too. Okay, well, yeah, we're gonna take a bit of a break then. Because I know he's not going to want to come back inside. It's real cool. Alright. I'm gonna leave this up. I'm gonna take my dogs outside. Whoa. Did it? We're getting there. We're getting there. We're very, very slowly getting there now. We're fixing a lot of things. That knife is now dragging too much. See? It's nice, but it's too slow. Yeah. Quick bathroom break. Bring up a notepad for other aspiring followers. I love Dead Cells, such a good game. Yeah, I have a few of them. I have them cycled. I have some pretty cool ones. Got some Cowboy Bebop. I got Berserk, Dead Cells, My Hero. Dead Cells is such a good game. I just haven't played in like a couple months, but the last time I did it, I finally beat like the first ending, and now I gotta go back and beat all the other endings. Got some Pokemon, My Hero Academia, Fully Cooley, Yu Hakusho, Zelda, Meat Boy, another. I love this one. I saw this one. I was like, I gotta have a second My Hero. Some retro stuff. God of War. I love God of War. I actually got the statue. Freaking, I love God of War, and I thought like going. I played God of War when it first came out and everything like that, and the two boys. It's an anime called My Hero Academia. This dude is the main character, Deku, and this is his arch rifle, Kachan. They go by a few different names, but very good anime. I'm normally like into like older anime, but I thought this one was very well done. Actually, that's not true anymore because I'm starting to watch some newer anime, and some of them are getting pretty good. It is very good anime. Fire Force is incredibly very well animated. The story is like a little here and there. It just got good with last night's episode, or last night's episode. It just got good again with the story, but its animation is absolutely flawless. Like it's a lot to do with like fire, and obviously, and it's pretty much about like these firemen in like a fantasy world where like people who become who spontaneously combust and become like these demon things. They gotta go fight them. But the fire effects in that are absolutely flawless. It's absolutely phenomenal. And then the other one, Demon Slayer, its story absolutely perfect, and its animation is really top notch too. I'd say Fire Force is a little bit better with animation, but overall Demon Slayer is very good. I got a lot of friends who are forcing me to watch these, and those are the only really two this season I really like. Because I originally liked what's it called? Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? I loved first season, but this second season is I'm just absolutely hating it, and I'm very, very appalled, and I don't want to watch it. But I'm normally into older anime like Berserk, Yu Hakusho, Big O. I'm kind of rewatching. I watched when I was a kid, but I don't remember it. Veroni Kenshin. Pretty much anything before 2010 is I'm considering older anime. um, bunch of stuff. The original Dragon Ball is awesome, right, Bruce? I know you want to go outside. Alright, I'm gonna live outside. But I'll be right back. I love talking anime. Fully Cooley is one of my favorites, though, of all time, hands down. The movie Akira, because I rewatched that recently because a band had it up when I went to their concert, and Akira's got some really good 2D effects as well. Those are absolutely phenomenal. And Cowboy Bebop was one of my favorites. Evangelion, just rewatched again. Because I watched the English dub of it on Netflix. It was pretty good, pretty well done. It wasn't too much of a difference. Yeah, yeah, I can understand it. I just recently got back into it, like over the past couple months, like, but yeah. Yeah, I'll be back. I will be right back. I'll leave this up for anybody stopping by. All right. Fresh new eyes. We have so much. I don't think we're gonna finish this today. We're probably gonna have to finish this on Thursday. We're at the point though, like, if I continue working a little bit more, which I am going to, obviously, we can get to a point where this 100% can be done next time I stream on Tuesday, which we're at a very good point. We fixed a lot of things. The hand, I really have no problems with the hand anymore. The knife is like 95% of the way there. Just a few things here and there. But a lot of the stuff is just with her body. And then we gotta offset things and make sure we get the weight in there, because I'm really hating when she comes right here. I fixed some of it, but it's still very painful to watch. I'm not even sure if I like that pose. Like, I mean, I like the pose itself, but I don't know if it like matches well with. It's also very mechanical. So once we offset a few things, it should be okay, but I'm still not sure if I like it going from here to here. Actually, we do need to add in a lot. We need a better starting pose. So, what do I mean by starting pose? Is I guess this person, they did theirs. They posted theirs already for the challenge. She's got this starting pose. She does it, and then she goes back to the starting pose. I don't think I can really use this as the starting pose. Actually, it's not terrible. It's just when we go back to it, the knife isn't in the same spot. Unless when she's here, she goes and then to like flip it. And that won't be too hard to add in. And then end it at the seam. You see the knife is different. Is the knee different? What happened to the knee? So yeah, we could do that. That won't be too bad. No. I wish. That one's very good. Now this is the challenge page where people posted up their stuff. Last time I talked about this one, I thought that one was very good. This is a new one. This one, we're avoiding the problem that this one has. This one is just very even. Its movements are so even, and it's almost mechanical. It's just not right. But the overall emote isn't bad. That's the only problem I have with that one. This one, it's not really an emote, but it's very cute. The lighting and render, it came out very well though. That's its The story is what's making that one though. So that one we talked about. That one we talked about. This one's new. This one isn't really too much of an emote, but it works. It does its job. I mean, if you had a emote setting, it would probably work. I mean, I'm just nitpicking. The animation is very well done. It's a little blocky and a little stiff in a few spots, but not too bad at all. This one's cool. I'm just a little confused about one part in it. He laughs, and then so he's supposed to be a toy in the Toy Story world, and then a human walks by, and he freezes and falls over. That, like, the animation, all of it's done really well. I just don't understand why he's like laughing right here, and then he's like, "Oh, okay." Like, I didn't think he needed the whole laughing bit. Like, he should have just been looking around and like fall over. That would make more sense. I don't know why he's just randomly laughing. The animation's done very well though. He does it right. This one's very nice for a pixel animation. This one's very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. This one's very simple. It works. Not saying simple's bad. Sometimes simple can just be just enough. But it's they did it just right. But yeah, this is the one which is my favorite so far. Sorry, we'll get back to it. Yeah, this person, Valerie Balan. This person did it right. I really can't even like say there's anything wrong with it. To be extremely nitpicky, I guess the hair you could have done more with, because I know there's a bunch of hair controls on this rig. Obviously, I'm working with it. I feel like there's more they could have done with it. It just looks very stiff. There's a lot you could have done. There's even a bunch of animation tricks that I can show to make it look a lot more wavier. That's like the only thing. That's my favorite so far. That's the one I think is gonna win. If not my own. I don't know. It's gonna be very tough to beat this one. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I get mad jelly at some people. The thing is, he does like a lot of simple things and combines them, and it works very well. Like that, like the zombie pose, it's not difficult to do, but he does it just right. He offsets a lot of different things, like, and he's got like the right movements in some parts. Like I noticed it in the leg. When the leg comes up, the thigh jiggles a little bit, just like ever so slightly, that it's like makes it look just realistic. It's so good. It's so good. I want to see how many frames he does. Look at that face. Maybe. Just want to see how many frames he does it. It works. It so works though. Such a good movement. Sorry, I'm very jealous. Very jealous. Yeah, people are creative though. I did see your comment. People are very creative. What is it? would be funny. And the only other thing I do have a comment on is just I don't know if she needs the whole hair flip. She didn't need it, but no. She's smiling. And that O face, it's more like a shit. Oh, he's put a good smile too. Actually, smile's kind of weird. But like I said, I'm being really nitpicky now. Like, if I slow this down and broke it down frame to frame, I could probably find some more stuff. Like, if you notice, there isn't a whole lot of finger movements. The hands very much stay the same. It's just slight movements, but it works. That's the thing, though, is if it works and you or I don't, the audience doesn't notice it, then they did their job. Like, that's like being nitpicky is just being an ass at some point. Now let's look at this piece of crap. You get the facial expressions in. No, you're not. Well, yes and no. It is on an animation page and it is getting critiqued. So yes, you can. That should be fine. For learning, yeah. Yeah. But if it was used as an emote, yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're right. But I just like picking things apart because that's just what I do, and I pick mine own apart. If I like, I'm not fully explaining everything that's wrong with this because I don't want to sound too harsh on myself because normally I am. I just get so jealous. Some people have some like real talent. When I like to think of myself as an okay animator, not a great animator, not yet anyway. But I definitely didn't come into animation being amazing at it, and I'm very proud of that. Where like I worked very hard from when I started animating to where I'm at now. That I could do good animation, and I'm very proud about that. Yes, I am. My official title now is virtual animator, but I'm doing more technical artist stuff. I work for the military, helping with training simulations and stuff like that. Um, my official title is virtual animator, but like I said, I'm doing more 3D modeling stuff and texturing. That 3D modeling, UVing, and texturing. That's mostly what I'm doing now. And I really want to get more into anime. They hired me on as an animator, though. They do have animation work to do, as far as I know, as far as what they tell me. But yeah. I also worked at a small phone game company. I helped make a phone game. I animated a lot of characters there, and then I moved to the job I'm at now. So like I like to believe I have enough skills to make it in the industry. I mean, working for the military is huge, especially for me. It's huge. I feel like it's a very good stepping stone. I think it would be if I was to transfer to a new job. I wouldn't. I'm not saying it would be easy, but I feel like it's definitely going to help a lot. Because it's hard to consider it in the gaming industry or animation industry, because it's like a whole different field, and it's a little complicated. But I know plenty of professors that have done military work before. What did I fix? I just fixed something recently, and I feel like I don't see it now. Yeah, okay. It was the catching hand. Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy. It wasn't. Looking at the job description online that was posted, like some of them like can't really go full in detail. I can't really talk about it too much, but a lot of the stuff was like a 4-year, like 4 years of experience. Yeah, right. Well, I want to stay with them for a while. A, because they pay really well, but B, it is very good experience, and it is helping me 3D model and texture in UV, because I used to suck at UVing. I was even worse at texturing, and now I feel like I've got a really good hold on texturing now. I'm still okay. I'm better at UVing now, and I'm definitely even better at modeling, and it's just creating a bigger repertoire. I hate that word. I said it. But I now have like a whole technical artist portfolio going on. Well, I can't even say portfolio. I can't show any of that stuff. But actually, there's one that I can show, because it's technically not for work, but it was an experiment, and it's not done yet. But I definitely now have a technical artist. Hey, Yomiyuka. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, eventually, well, I'm gonna stick with them. Especially, I'm going back for my master's so I can become a professor later on. I eventually want to teach this, mainly for my retirement, not anytime soon. And I want to stick with them while I do my master's online. It's not online master's, so the degree is more important than anything. And I'm having the military pay. Different military. I was in the Navy before I went to school. I was in the Navy. The Navy paid for school, and I'm going back to school, and they're gonna pay for it again. Thank God, because I didn't know that they could pay for graduate school. And I want to stick with them while I do that, and then after that, I might either stick it out with them, or I might. Hey, how's it going? Gulshan K. Gulshan. Yeah. Yeah, can't really talk about it. Unless they were to ever post something online, or like on the internet out there, and like, this is what we're doing, this is what we use. Oh, I'm streaming to Twitch and Mixer and Facebook all at the same time, and YouTube too. Actually, every 5 minutes I have a little thing that pops up right here to check out my other stuff. But yeah, sorry. I did used to have the chat box up here when but I felt like it was more distracting, and sometimes I like open up the outliner here and I do crazy stuff, but I don't know. I guess I could bring it back up. I can. Wait. No, that's not it. No. Well, that's the chat box. Huh. No, this so what I'm doing is it's a competition on Facebook. I'll pull it up. Where is the there? Is that it? Oh, I'll figure it out for next time. I'll put it back up. But an integrated chat box. Well, there's a few other streamers. There are a few other streamers who like have their he has his screen set up so it's like this. He has it set up so it looks like this. He has his timeline down here. He has his little face right here, and then he has the streaming chat up here in this corner. I don't like that because I like being able, for me, and I guess for you guys, being able to see all this stuff that I'm doing. I work a little bit differently than he does it, so that's the other reason. Oh, jeez. Excuse me. Alright, thanks. And I think you guys can see it when it pops up down here when somebody says something anyway. I'm eventually gonna, if I ever get big, I'm not sure about that. I will definitely turn that off. But yeah, somebody was mentioning if I could put something up on the military stuff, I would love to put what I have up, but I can't. There we go, I did turn that off. I would love to put my stuff up I made. I think it's really cool. Enough! Hey! And my dogs bark at everything, like every other dog now. Alright, what else can we work on next? Alright, we're gonna start offsetting. Actually, real quick. So I started learning in high school many years ago. I started learning many years in high school. I started with Blender a little bit, and then like my senior year of high school, very end, and then I went to a community college to get my general classes out of the way. I don't come from a very wealthy family, so after my community college years, I started learning Maya a lot more then, back in like 2009, 2010, and I wanted to go to I wanted to go to SCAD originally, but the school is extremely expensive. Like I'm talking like 50,000 a year, and I made a decision to go into the military, and I did 4 years in the Navy, and have them pay for it, and I did 3 years at SCAD. Graduated in 2018, June 2018, so a little over a year ago. And I worked 2 months after I graduated. I got into a phone game company, worked for them about 6 months. Back in April, and then I swapped over and I got this new job, and I've been working there for the past 5 months, 4 or 5 months. So I work from home completely. Yeah, work from home, and so it was a little bit of self-taught because in the 4 years in the Navy, I still did some animation stuff, not a whole lot, and I was doing more like effects and video editing at that time. And then I went back to school and relearned everything, and really honed my skills there. So not really self-taught, just a little bit here and there. I self-taught myself how to model UV and texture. I pretty much did that because when you go to school for animation, you kind of have to pick your own field, and I wanted to go into character animation, and anything else like rigging. Well, not so much rigging. You do learn a little rigging, but like modeling, you definitely don't learn if you want to go into character animation. So I learned all that on the side, and learned a little bit of programming and stuff, and working with the Unity engine and Unreal too. I've picked up a few things from learning Unreal. So it's pretty much you go there and you go for animation. I think they just made a new route for technical character class course. Not sure if that's now a new degree or not. It's rigging. So you could either go for visual effects, gaming, dang, I forget all the so yeah, you'd have to go for animation. You could go for graphic design. I taught myself a lot of stuff with Photoshop, After Effects, and Illustrator, illustration, interactive game development. That's their gaming one. I guess they didn't split it up, but inside, like when you go there and you pick your degree, there's a bunch of classes that you pick after your first year. You start picking your core classes and which direction you want to go into. They have a whole bunch of different things like visual effects, character animation, storyboarding. The whole pipeline is pretty much, they have courses for each and every different thing. UVing and texturing, layout, character design. You can literally just go into character design and modeling characters. You can go into level design and stuff like that. They have all sorts of different classes, and you'll have like an animation degree or an interactive interactive design and game development. You'll have that degree, but you'll be like a programmer for games, or you could be a modeler for games. So that's how they kind of split it up. To me, it's more important about what you choose to learn in school rather than the degree. Unless you want to be a professor, then the master's degree is more important than what you learn. Kind of. I really enjoyed being there. I had an absolute blast. A lot of great professors. professors from Sony, Sony, DreamWorks, Pixar, Blue Sky. We had some from everywhere. I TA'd for a 2D professor, but he was absolutely outstanding. One of my favorite professors of all time. I TA'd for him for my last 2 years, and he's an absolute blast. He did 2D effects, so he did like smoke, fire, water, magma, all sorts of different 2D effects that you can think of. He did from Lion King all the way to Brother Bear. And his favorite that he always talks about is Mushu in Mulan. He did like all the smoke and the fire effects when Mushu comes alive. That's the professor who I learned under. He did all that. Oh, so yeah, even in the 2D world, like you have 2D effects and then you have 2D character and then you have like layout. So like it's not one person doing an entire scene. It's like 5 people doing an entire scene or more. And then it's not even like they're doing every scene. It's like they have these scenes and then next people have other scenes. He's a funny dude too. So the reason why I like him was when I took his drawing classes and his 2D animation classes. He's a very militant type teacher. Like he teaches like a military instructor, and it's incredibly funny. He's this big like 6 foot dude, like 6'4" dude, and he dresses like a cowboy. And he doesn't look like, if you were to see him on the street, you would like he looks like a rancher. He doesn't look like an animator, and he's very notorious for that at SCAD. It's really fun. I think it's. Alright, you got me distracted. It's not bad. I don't mind anybody asking questions at all. It's just sometimes I lose track of what we're offsetting. That's what we're doing. First, I want to see if I can. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Right here. Let's see if I can. Why are you doing that? What do you do? Oh, I know why. Okay. We're gonna need like 5 more frames. Oh, this is gonna so suck. I didn't want this. We might not, again, I'm adding another 5 frames, but we might not even use all 5 frames that I'm giving myself. Come on. Is it the motion trail? It's the motion trail. Should just delete those free. I don't need them now. Should be good. Yeah. It's exactly what I wanted, but motion trails, because we need those. They're just making my computer chug right now. I don't like it. Oh, to adjust the time. This is going to take a while to fix too, so this is just going to be peachy. Alright, awesome. This is gonna get interesting. Because I already started offsetting the hands and I forgot I did that. Great. Great googly moogly. $96. That's the frame that we're gonna use. Oh, I don't want to move it that much. There we go. Come on. $96. That's the. Oh shit. I'm trying to think how I wanna the thing I'm trying to fix right now is I don't think her lowering it is enough. Actually, it might be now. Kind of lowered it a bit. What I mean by that is what I mean by that is I wanted to over exaggerate her as she brings it down this way. I want her to over exaggerate it because before it was just catch, throw. I want it to be a like catch, throw, to over exaggerate to make you, the viewer, follow the knife in the front instead of the knife in the back, but still notice the knife just slightly. And I think I know how to fix that now. It might be the back knife. So now we have a few more extra frames to play with on the back end. Yes. Get it right? Did I get it right? Almost. Come on. fixing a lot of things at once right now. Doing too much sliding, sir. No, I normally like having auto key on. It's just how I work. The only times I don't like having auto keying on, which I will turn it off, is normally when I do walk cycles. And with the feet at the very beginning, I normally don't like doing that. I like doing that a little bit more by hand, actually typing in stuff to get the timing just right first, and then I'll go back and then I'll put it on for the rest of the stuff. That's normally like the only time I really turn it off. I don't normally have it off. It's just how I work. I know people who keep it off all the time and will key everything themselves. That's, I don't know, just mainly how I work. And plus, like, it'll just key the rotation sometimes, and sometimes I like it when it just keys rotation or just translation, and I'll keep the rotation it needs. So, what is wrong with you? Why are you being like this? I don't mind you being offset a bit. Okay, so we can now shorten this time because I gave it too many frames at this end. So I gave it 10 frames total. I gave it 5 at the beginning, 5 at the end. Well, we'll leave them there just for right now because I want to adjust her leaning down first. Because now I think we're ready to start. I want to bring this up even more. So the only thing I do have a problem with is sometimes I'll key on the wrong frame, and it's not even an auto keying problem. That's just being stupid problem. But it's easy to fix, so it's not. You know. We're gonna clean that up. It's getting better. It's getting better. I just want to look at it with fresh eyes. Let's hope for break. Oh my god. Don't get me started on Blender 2.8. You think the improvements with Blender, the new 2.8, is going to be a game changer in the industry? Yes. Yes, I do. And I'm dying to learn it. I just started, I started with Blender back in 2008. Yeah, 2008. That was the same year I met my wife. Well, dated my wife. Anyway. Yes. The new 2.8 update was huge, and I want to learn it, and I want to switch over to that. Because I know I have a really good hold on Maya. I know Maya. I know a lot about Maya. I don't know everything. I don't think anybody can know everything about Maya. It's just you start learning a bunch of different things. But I feel like it's now the right time, especially with the 2.8, to go back to Blender. Blender 2.8 is so powerful now, and I love it. I just need to relearn it because it's been so long since I've really delved into it and got back into it. Like I open Blender every once in a while, and I do a few things in there, here and there and there. Sometimes I'll find like free models online that are only in Blender, and I need to transfer them over to Maya. Rigs, you can't do that, unfortunately. I wish there was a way where like rigs were universal, but there isn't. Rigs are specific towards their programs. Like Maya rigs will only work in Maya. I think, well, that's not entirely true. I think there's a few of them that can transfer over, but not many. Like 90% of them you'll find specific to their program. Yeah, I've seen it. Like the real-time render is like one of the biggest things for me because that's a gaming thing. So in Unreal and Unity, you have real-time renderers that work amazingly well. So like Maya doesn't really have that. I think in 2017 they added Arnold, and Arnold renderer is very good, and I love Arnold renderer. We'll create a sky dome. We're gonna have to create a sky dome eventually, anyway. Color, intensity. But Arnold is its real-time renderer. It's not the best, but it's really good. It does some powerful stuff, especially if you learn how to use Arnold, and I really enjoy it. Yeah. So this is what real-time rendering is I can move it in the box and it'll render. However, Arnold is a huge chug on Maya itself. Yeah, Eevee. That's the one for Blender. Yeah, and I really want to get into Eevee and see what it can do because I don't know much more about them than what I've seen from the trailers of when they released it, and it looks so good and it's so easy to move in, and it doesn't make the program chug. Like Maya's a very heavy, intense program, but it works very well, and it's the industry standard, and that's why I learned it. But yeah, I think it's I want to finish this animation by the end of the month, and then I'm gonna start switching over to Blender. Hey, Elliot Gamer 2011, thanks for the follow, buddy. But Blender 2.8, I'm very excited for. I can hit this play button and have the Arnold render open, and it will play it, but it will not look pretty, and I don't think I'll crash, but it's just not gonna work. Actually, you know what? We'll try it. Save it, because I forgot to save. This is gonna be freaking hysterical. Yeah, Blender. In Blender this would be playing perfectly. It didn't chug. It actually didn't chug that bad. It chugged, just not as bad as I thought it was going to. That's funny. That's terribly funny. Alright. We need to now start offsetting things. I keep saying that. right there. But before I offset something, I need offset everything I need. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know what they are just yet. Like I said, I don't know more than what I've seen. It like from their release trailer that they put out, or somebody put out a release trailer and I just watched it. I really want to delve into it. I think it's very good. Yeah. That's gonna be intense. Yeah. That'd be very good. That'll probably quicken a lot of my animations by a bit. What's also awesome about Unity is they've had like a mini game engine inside of there for like the longest time. And not many people know how to use it too, which is funny. I don't know if they still have it though. Back when I did it. Oh shoot, I lost the frame. They did? Oh, that's so upsetting. I mean, they don't need it. They didn't need it. It was just cool. It was just cool to have it. I mean, like I said, more people are switching over to using Unity and Unreal anyway, so it's not even like it's a big deal. I mean, those are the two most used game engines. I mean, Lumberyard looked pretty cool. I didn't learn that yet. I want to learn Lumberyard. A little bit anyway, not too much, but I really want to master Unity and Unreal. Unity's cool. It's just more program intensive. Like you need to know at least the basics of programming to get into Unity, which isn't too bad. It's just I feel like for everybody, it's just harder to get into than something like Unreal, where it's mostly just a lot of node editors and it's easier to program. I mean, you can obviously program in Unreal, and there's a lot of things you can't do unless you program in Unreal. But it's like it's easier to get into Unreal than it is for Unity. Yeah, I heard about that. Some people are strictly working to make Blender even better, and I don't know who they are off the top of my head. And I hope they do it justice. What do I want to do? Just gonna up it by 1. Move it back 2 frames. Hopefully this doesn't check. Okay, yeah, the only thing that collapsed was that, so that's fine. Yeah. I don't even know what it did. That's weird. No, I'm very excited for 2.8 though. Very, very excited to learn it. I really hope it becomes the new like industry standard. Fine, I'll do it by hand, you jerk. See, the thing was, the reason why is it a lot of a lot of companies sometimes don't like free things. And because the people at Autodesk, they used to have deals with the bigger companies, mainly the animation companies, not so much the gaming companies. And that's pretty much what made Maya the industry standard. And they, well, obviously, and Maya has always been the powerhouse until it was. Blender's been actually catching up over the past couple of years. It's just 2.8 is what I think is now setting it ahead of Maya. So I think over the next couple of years we will see a change and people start turning to Blender. And that's why I also want to learn it too. And it's got a lot of neat stuff in there. It's so cool. You know what? I'll see if I can try to find that 2.8 trailer. I keep talking about it because it's just... That looks pretty cool. Very nice lighting. Yeah, they're not a huge team. At least I think they are now. They're definitely more a bigger team now than they used to be. And which is funny. So they have a it also used to be very clunky to work in Blender, and now it's a lot better. Especially with the 2.8. I did touch a little bit of 2.8, but no. It used to be very annoying to work with because like everybody, one of the big things like a lot of people complain about, which is stupid, is that the hotkeys for Maya are completely different. Like the hotkeys for Maya and 3D are completely different than what Blender uses. Like even like they're even similar to what they use in Unity and Unreal. And Blender was completely different with their hotkeys, but now they kind of cleaned it up and made it better. With the old, like before 2.8, I don't think 2.8 has it now. You had a setting where you can make the hotkeys the same as Maya or 3D Max, which is really cool. But now I think they took that away and just cleaned up their own. And it's definitely a lot better now. But their interface is a little bit better, definitely more cleaned up. This isn't the trailer I saw, but this is looking really nice. There was the one cool thing about Blender was there's 2 animations that were really cool, and one of them just got recently put on Netflix. It was the nope, I have to actually go into Netflix. I'm not gonna play it because I don't think I'm allowed to. It's like new pieces. I know it's on here somewhere. Animation. Actually, can't remember the name of it. I don't know why. Is Next Gen Blender? I don't know if that's Blender. I don't know if that's Blender, but it's called. Let me go back to animation. I know it's on here somewhere. Next Gen is Blender? Okay, that's not the one that I was thinking of. Cosmo Laundromat. That's what it is. Cosmos Laundromat. This animation I've seen in the works back in like 2012. They started posting like trailers for it, and it officially released in 2015, and it finally just got on Netflix. Like when Blender was first coming out, they started showing like That's coming out when I started learning Blender. I'm sorry. They started showing a bunch of different Blender animations. This is one that I thought was absolutely beautiful, really cool coming out. It was a big Buck Bunny, I think was the other one. Yeah, this is. I remember Big Buck Bunny and like seeing this and thinking that Blender was awesome. Just the scene. All Blender animation. But Maya was, at the time this came out, Maya was still kicking its ass. Trust me, I love Blender. I really do. What was the other one? Elephant Stream? Yeah. Yes, this one creeped me out. It was really weird. It's a little bit clunky, but I remember it. I remember this scene. I thought it was really cool. Straight to the scene. Yes, this one. This scene was really cool. That shot. I remember that shot specifically, and that was huge inspiration for me to get into animation. Like I said, Blender was this is my reference that I used for the knife flipping. So they reversed the hand. Yeah, Blender is a powerhouse. I'm gonna get back into it, I swear, and we'll start seeing me animate more in that than this. But I gotta figure out a lot of different things. See, the one thing I am gonna miss is the tween machine that I have right here. My and other bunch of different little scripts that I have, like my locator script. A few others that I have hidden around here. So I have these there. Not a big deal. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that too. Just noticed something weird with the knife. I'm going to watch a few tutorials and get into it. Do I have just like that? Sometimes have like double frames like that. Maybe held it for rotation. And erase it. Whoa. Ugh, I forgot. I forgot I rigged this. I very crappily re-rigged the sword. I'm a little embarrassed on that. Not a big deal. I want to have more hanged. Oh, oh, what did I do? No. Stop. Stop, you idiot. There you go. That's a little better. Actually, I think that's the original pivot for the sword. I think I just adjusted the blade size. Pretty sure. Except I think the handle's just like overall bigger. We'll check it. I think it's the original pivot. But obviously because I adjusted the size of it. But I didn't keep the original the rig control for it. I think I just redid it. I redid it because I didn't want to keep it the same thing. No. Alright. So we're gonna get into books. There's 2 books. Well, 1 book, I'm sorry. 1 book every animator needs. And that is this book. Richard Williams' book. Animator Survival Kit. You're not a true animator unless you have this book. And I guarantee you, every other animator on the planet knows this book. And if they don't, they're not a true animator. Sorry. It's just a given fact. Being taught at SCAD, not being taught at SCAD, every animator knows this book, and I like having a hard copy of it. The other book, this came out back in February, is this book, Game Anim. This one is a very... There aren't too many books on specifically animation for video games. This one is good. This is made by Jonathan Cooper. Very good animator, and I knew him more by his work than who he actually was until this book came out. I did a whole breakdown of his Assassin's Creed animation. He was the lead animator on Assassin's Creed at one point. And like his animations are just so good. But yeah, this is the book, and obviously Azri's on here. Through their online site, which I have up for reference, it's free. It's free for my good Game Anim site, the Azri rig. It's free. I keep it up here because I showed the Anim Challenge group, and it's my reference for what I show in the video, so I don't get hit with that. I do know how to model. I know how to rig. I'm pretty decent at rigging. And then I made that. So this is the original rig with the sword. Did I really resize her? That? Not a big deal. Stop chugging. Oh, I left the light on. Yeah, the pivot point is still the same. That's the pivot point of it. I just shortened the blade, made this one shorter. I wanted to have more daggers because I was afraid if anybody was gonna use her, they were gonna use the full blade for the emote, and I wanted it to be a little different. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean. So the cool thing about this one is you can parent to right hand. Now it's attached to there, but it's still the same pivot point. It's a little bit up, but since I turned it into a blade, it's more in the middle, which is still fine. Oop, wrong thing. It's very nice. Very, very well done rig, especially for it being free. It's absolutely flawless. I just don't like I don't like how the grip is separated though. I don't get the point in that. Let's make adjustments too. Oh. I'm sorry, this grip. That grip. This doesn't control anything but the locator, and I don't know why it's visible. You could switch it to IK as well. The IK. Oh, whatever. Not a big deal. Oh, no, 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 no. Thank God. Knock on wood. We have not had to do a Maya crash counter, and very, 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 very happy about that. Sometimes Maya just likes to crash. Thank God it hasn't happened in months. Sometimes it's the rig. Sometimes the rig will... I just do. I just click. What did I do? I'm not counting that as a crash. I don't know what happened though. It's not a crash, and I also don't feel like changing it. Oh. Because I also forgot to turn the light off as well. Ugh. As you can tell, I don't save very often. I'm keeping it on 24 frames per second. I'm not switching to 30. Most games are done in 30 frames per second. Actually, I don't know what game isn't animated in 30 frames per second. The animation of it. Not like game running at 60 frames per second. That's different. That's completely different. Most movies, when like Pixar movies, they're done at 24 frames per second, most of them. And games are done at usually at 30. So I think the rig is why the error popped up. I don't know what happened before. That was weird. We should also delete the light. We'll add that back in later. It's just in case it makes the computer chug. Chug, 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 chug. I love that word. Very nice sounding word. Chug. It's a nice word. Fart. Why am I worrying about? I did turn off her. Poncho. Because I want to get a good look at her shoulders while animating. Well, it automatically converts it. Which is animation. So, I have her referenced in. She's not physically in the scene. She's referenced in right here. in the original rig file that we brought up before to see the sword, that it's saved in its settings as 24 frames per second, and I could swap to it if I want to, but it'll fuck up everything. Well, if I keep this clicked on, it'll be fine. But it automatically changes her to 24 frames per second, and there's no original animation from the rig, so we don't have to really worry about it. It's not that big a deal. But yeah, it's just pretty much going in there, settings, preferences, keep frames, yeah, current frames, and then swap it over to 30. Done. Or you can keep it unchecked and do it. Doesn't really matter. I know this, and I know it works only because I've done it a few times when I was working on the phone game on accident. But no, it's not necessarily the pivot that's the problem with the dagger. It's the rotation. It's the orientation of how it works, and it's because there's a group upon a group. Or it's the control inside the group controlling the dagger that I forgot to freeze or transform or something I forgot to do. I'd have to go back and look to see specifically which one is off, and that's what's causing. It's doing. No, not really. Not too bad. Yeah, yes, but not as bad as you think. It's a very simple rig. I'm not really too worried about it. It does its job. Awesome. Plus, I know many rigs that full complete rigs that I've animated even on stream before that don't do it. So, and it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not really too much about canon animating. It's just having the translations and the rotations being correct. I could bring up another rig, but I don't want to point it out. I made mention in the stream about it, but. Want to do it? We're gonna try something. Plus, I'm animating this more by sight anyway. If you were to go in and like graph everything out, calculate everything out, then yeah, it's gonna be more counting. But if you do it by sight, it's not too bad. I know some professors that even taught that way that would prefer to do it by sight rather than going into the graph editor. I thought that was weird, but hey man, it works. Whatever works. And it works, you know. Jesus. Oh, you're annoying. It's not really countering, it's just slightly off. So everything else is right. It doesn't. It's not a chain link effect where everything else is jacked up. Oh my god. Nothing bad. It's just, oh man. I can make this way more fluid. I can make this way cooler. And it might... What's this for you? Hopefully this works. I'm pretty positive it will. Awesome, because then I don't have to do that. Oh, I think this is gonna work. This is gonna fix some issues that I've had. May have started her going down too early. We'll see how it is, and if we have to adjust it, we will. I think this is gonna work. It fixed the main issue I had, but it created a few minor things. But overall it looks good. And I'm very happy about it. It looks better. It looks better. Yes. Yes. Sorry. Like, it just hit me when I saw it. I'm like, why is she doing that? And then it was like, it would look better if she did that. The only sad thing is you can't really see the rotation I did, and I wanted that like circular rotation. It would be better if we here. I could have deleted it. It was just better to keep it. Pretty much. I just kept the frame and I just adjusted it a lot. So she was pretty much going straight down and straight up. And then I saw it and it hit me, whereas like I need to move her body in a circular formation. And it just creates a lot more fluidity to it. I can't do a motion trail because you're not going to be able to see it. Okay, it's a lot smaller, but... Oh, nope, nope. I'm mainly following that bottom one. And that's what I was trying to do. It was pretty much follow a curve like that. It wasn't exact. I just wanted to show you, like, visually what I was thinking. It was getting a more circular rotation to her body, and it honestly fixed so much. Gotta jack something else up. Just jacked it. Yeah, so I didn't add any forward rotation. Better. I fixed a lot of what I wanted to do. But now I gotta do my more minor adjustments to it itself. Real quick, I want to fix this. Yeah, maybe it's up too hard. You know what? It's phasing through the hand, I know, but that's better. It's just a little. It could be cleaned up a little bit. We'll go back. Sorry, I know I'm like jumping around my animation now on different things. But like we're getting there, man. Getting there. It's coming together really nice though. That back arm's still a little jittery. Because I keep messing with her, I just noticed that her arm's not going down far enough. Might have just messed up the timing too, but not a big deal. Deleting frames doesn't always create fluidity to it, but it does help with adjustments on things. Ew. Ew, that's why that did that. A little bit. Why are you the way you are? I know, I'm crazy. Oh, my eyes are getting fatigued. This is no bueno. It's getting there. We're getting so close though. I got it. I think that should help. Yes. Yes. Just cleaned it up. Yes. Yes. I like it. We gotta save it though. Do you guys like it? I'm liking it so far. I mean, still got a bit of ways to go. But the overall animation is pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of the backhand so far. A bit more I want to do with that. And that ending pose, getting back into that pose, I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not. It's not as great as I want it to be. And like I said, I might have the hand flip the knife forward, get one last little cool flip in. It wouldn't be bad, actually. Yeah, that could work. It'll relieve the. So I also have to offset everything too. I mean, it looks very mechanical. It's her standing up. But obviously, it's like one of the last few things. It's not too bad. Yeah. I like honest. So how I treat my animations is I never think anything is done, but we have to turn this in at some point. By the 30th. That's the due date for it. So we have more than a week. Which at the point we're at, we're making really great timing. Considering I did all my animations on stream, and I've only this is the 5th stream, and number 3 I didn't really get a whole lot of time anyway. Actually 1 and 3 where I didn't get a whole lot of time. I think I only had like 2 hours in. It's not bad. It still needs a lot of work here and there. The elbows, a few timing bits here and there. But we're getting there. We're getting pretty close. We're gonna have to finish this on Tuesday. I'm not done just yet. I want to animate a little bit more. Oh, what's it? 240. I might need another bathroom break. But I took one about 2 hours ago. Right? That was the last time I took a break. Was it 2 hours? It was like 12:50 something. Yeah, shit. That was almost 2 hours ago. Those two are zonked out. Those are my dogs. Oh, they're zonked out. They don't need to go. But I do need a breath. So, Yeah, I'll take a quick 5-minute break. So. I have some. I'm fat fingering really hard right now. Yeah, I'll be right back. This is Harley. You barely see her. She's a little black void. Oh yeah, you're excited. You're up at the computer. And the other one's Bruce. Bruce and Harley. Yeah, Bruce is a little bit bigger and 10 times more lazier than I am, which is impossible. Okay. I think we're gonna need a different starting pose. I know it's a little late in the game to add it in, but it's not too bad. So what I'm thinking We have more than enough frames to do it. Because really, I'm considering like this the last frame for right now. This is just like a little buffer. Instead of going to this pose, it'll go to the new pose. So we have this many to play with at the beginning pose. And it could, and we could do something similar with this, whereas this it's like this, and then she flips it up at the beginning to this position, and it goes, and then we go back to this position. Why do you have 2 frames? Why do I have... No, I know what's... It's 2 frames. For some reason, that keeps getting off-put, and I don't know why that's happening, or why that happened. Just crap. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, I'm liking this idea a little bit better. Because originally I was going to have her blade flip and go back to this position. But I'd like a more substantial, more definitive pose. Sorry. What's the difference? I don't know what the difference is, but... well, not that big a deal. Which one do I like better? This one? Alright, do I like this one? It's a very Final Fantasy ninja pose. We played Final Fantasy 14. I kind of borrowed the ninja pose, and I just realized that now. Yeah, and then I'll just, when she comes back up, I'll just adjust it a little bit, offset, and then it should be fine. Give it a 10 frame. The only thing we're not gonna copy is gonna be what the. Jesus. 10 frames. What happened? Might not use all 10 frames, we'll just cut it early. I'm gonna have more than that. It's not everything. Whatever. That's what I was afraid of. That's exactly what I was afraid of. I just fucked up the constraints. But it gets fixed right there. Awesome. Awesome. I don't understand. Okay. Let's see what I did. So the only thing that's wrong now I know. Is it the back end? That one. Oh, that's because it teleports there. That's all. What the hell are you doing? Oh. Duh. Oh, there we go. That's fixed. Is this one fixed? Okay. What's wrong? Oh, clicked out the wrong thing. Now this is where the counter animating comes into place. Might just be able to Euler filter it. Well, I mean, sure. It fixed it. It fixed it, but it fucked up the graph. I mean, no, it didn't fuck up the graph. It corrected the graph. It's just... Yeah, well, it works. There, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so we need to add in a little bit of animation on the 10 frames. We might have to move it up a little bit, but we set it up so it'd be fine. Oh man, when did I start the stream? Started at 10 or 11. I've been working on this a while. Yeah, you know what? I guess we'll stop here. 5 hours. Got a lot done today. We got a hell of a lot done today. Next time on Tuesday, we'll add in these extra frames. I might do that on my own. I'm not sure. Just to be a little bit quicker, so I'll just add it in real quick. But probably streaming Tuesday. We'll finish this up. We're getting very close. The notes. In the notes, we still have. We have a bit more cleaning up to do. Cleaning up, offsetting weight, and overlapping action. That can be done pretty quick. Facial expression, that might take a while. Hair overlapping, clothing overlapping. Still won't take that long. So the only two big things is really finishing up the cleanup and doing the facial expressions and cleaning up that as well, which shouldn't be too bad because I don't want her to do too many facial expressions. Too many different facial expressions, so We'll just see how that works. And then smearing, and then After Effects, which that won't take too long. That'll be on Thursday. That should be good. Yeah, so we're gonna finish this up. I'm gonna spend a lot of time on Tuesday finishing this up. I'm gonna do another long stream like I did today. Right? Let's see this. Let's play this out. So obviously the first 10 frames we gotta add in a little bit of extra animation just to build it up. So she's like might give it a little bit more time. Clean that up a little bit, add in a little bit more body movement, offset some of the body motions. There. Facial expression. And more facial expression. Clean that up, offset that, fix that back arm. Clean it up, clean it up, clean it up, clean it up. That up, clean it up, clean it up, clean that up, clean that up, clean that up. That up. Oh god. Clean up, clean up, clean up, clean. Add in a little bit more animation to it. Won't be too bad. And offset it. And the smear will be good. That's all we got. I'll be back Tuesday. Lauren will be back. I have to pick her up Monday night at midnight. So Tuesday, I should be on at 8 to 9. 8 to 9 I'll be on. Finish this up, get all the animation done. And then Thursday we'll do the smearing and After Effects. That probably won't take too long. That'll probably be like an hour episode, unless I got to go through a lot of extra stuff, or if I need to, or if Tuesdays bleeds into Thursdays, which it might. And that'll still be fine. We still got plenty of time. We could even then we could still have this done Thursday. But Thursday's episode, Thursday's stream, if all the animation is done Tuesday, will only be like an hour long. It shouldn't take too long to do all the smearing. Smearing will be very quick. Yeah, and that'll be it. We'll try and send it on Tuesday or Thursday, and then I'll definitely tell y'all to like mine on the animation page and say this one should win, this one should win, because that would be funny. No, you don't have to do that. If you like it, you like it. That's fine. I don't know that even still, I still think that zombie one is. Oh, it's gonna be tough to beat. If we clean this up right, add in more animation, I think we could beat it. It's just gonna be very close, very tight. We got a bit ways yet, but yeah. Whoa. Oh no, the Euler filter messed it up. Not that big a deal. It's an easy fix. I'll fix that next time. I'll notice that next time. That's an easy fix. It's literally a 1 frame fix. Alright. Have a good time. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Come back Thursday, 8 to 9ish. I'll try and get on stream and we'll have a good time. Share some stories. Thank you. Thanks for coming by. Alright. Have a good one.